The current generation of sneakers can not only monitor our steps, but they can also tighten themselves around our feet, just like the ones in the movies Back to the Future. And we also have sneakers that change colors. But the sneakers from the future will not be anything similar. Yeah, they'll look similar because they go on our feet still, but they'll have different functions to come. In this episode of IDIF, let's talk about sneakers from the future. Sneakers in the world of sports. Now, sports is a very demanding activity physically, not just for the athlete, but also for the gear that the athlete is using, especially when it comes to running. Now, there's a lot of friction that comes into play, not just between the surface that the athlete is running on, but also between his foot and the shoe. The sneakers of the future will be able to reduce this friction, maintain the temperature, and also maintain the blood temperature and circulation for the athlete so that he can run even much more further than he could have done with the regular shoes. Also, with the memory foam function that these shoes will provide, depending on the intensity of the activity, they'll be able to support the athlete's foot even better. Also, with GPS tracking, we'll be able to monitor the athlete's performance throughout the different courses and also track him throughout the entire duration of course. How cool will that be? Sneakers for dancing. This futuristic dancing sneakers will have advanced polymers which will help dancers change the color of their shoes on the go and will also illuminate light, because of which they'll be able to change colors as per their preferences, as per their dance moves, without the use of additional batteries. There'll also be an advanced foam-based technology in these shoes, because of which these dancers will be able to make jumps which are much more higher and have softer landings which will not hurt their legs. There will also be an AI-based chip embedded in the shoes, because of which these dancers will be able to monitor or learn newer steps and also help teach other amateur dancers to get to a professional level. One size for ages to come. Now, the biggest problem that we have when we are growing up is that we have to constantly keep changing the size of our shoes. These shoes of the future will increase in length as we are growing up. So for ages to come, we'll be able to use the same shoes. Also, with these shoes, we'll be able to help people who are lesser abled as well, especially for people who are not able to walk properly. Their walking patterns can be monitored and also some patterns can be taught. So in this way, we're not just helping people grow up better, but also helping them walk a little better in their life. Sneakers for elderly people. Now, these sneakers will not just help them monitor their health, but these sneakers will also make sure that their feet are heated or cooled depending on the weather outside. And apart from that, they'll also provide them massages on the go. How neat is that going to be? Because for elderly people, these massages are important, these walks are important, and also monitoring their health remotely or in person is going to be very important. Sneakers in the field of medicine. Now, people who have had a spinal cord injury partially or completely, in most cases, lose control of their limbs. But if they have sneakers with transistors embedded in them, which are able to transmit brain signals to their body parts directly, will be able to achieve movement. Doctors can then monitor their movement, also monitor their walking patterns and help them reach a better health much more faster. Also, for patients who have been in a coma for a very long time, doctors will be able to monitor their muscle growth directly with the help of these sneakers. And in case of emergency, these sneakers will be able to administer medicines directly to these patients. Sneakers for correction facilities or for prisoners. These sneakers will not only help authorities monitor the movement of prisoners throughout the prison, but will also help restrict or even disable the movement of prisoners completely in case a riot breaks out, thus avoiding further complications. Even in the case of police will be able to monitor people who are out on parole and make sure that they are not in violation of parole by restricting their movements completely. That's going to be a very neat, cool feature or a neat sneaker to have for you guys, prisoners. To conclude, these sneakers of the future are going to be amazing. These are going to be one-time buy. They're going to have changing patterns and colors to match the trend of that time. They'll also be adapting to your changing body needs. They'll also heal themselves and you if required. And most importantly, these sneakers are going to be eco-friendly. This is Aurelius from Mashable India signing off.